with Matt Dumont.
Woo! Get on the bike. Get on
Ladies
the back,
and
Jack.
gentlemen,
We are
episode 39, Top Rope Talk here on Quiet Corner TV on YouTube. I'm Matt Dumont. He's Mike Moran.
Making it happen. And we are on
The
number one.
Acknowledge Us
Wrestling podcast in all of Northeastern Connecticut. Y'all have been watching for 39 episodes. We got a long way to go. Just want to remind you.
We're not done.
We're not done.
We're nowhere near done.
Not even close, because is professional wrestling ever done?
Nope.
Exactly.
First shout out of the day, obviously, our unofficial / official sponsor.
Real
American Beer.
You got the new koozie.
Oh, I got the new koozie.
We got some explosion in the
Little
last
lightning
one.
bolts.
Yeah, I know. We got some lightning bolts. Hulkamania Run a Wild. Always will.
Obviously, we're drinking
So
the greatest Real American Pilsner going.
ever in all of the USNA. I said it, USNA.
We miss you, Hulk.
Borat style.
R.I.P.
R.I.P., bro. Cheers. Give it a little swig.
That's it.
Now,
Oh,
here's our other fun favorite right here.
this is it.
Bubba's.
Not to be
Bubba's.
confused with Big Bubba Rogers.
No, or the Big Boss Man. Pancake, bacon, whiskey. I love pancakes.
I love bacon.
God damn it. This is what always happens.
That one getting a little slick on you?
A little slick. Not to be confused.
There it goes.
There we go. Not to be confused with slick.
Hey, Jive Soul Bro.
Jive Soul Bro, dancing and jiving. Right down the hatch is going to go.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now that we've gotten through the formalities,
Delicious.
our topic tonight,
Which is
top 5
maybe
wrestlers
one of our
of
most difficult topics. Top 5 of the 2010s.
2010s. 2010 and 2019.
And
Why is it difficult, Michael?
the 2010s were difficult because that's when more federations were finally getting involved. You know, the 2000s getting exposure, but the 2000s were tough because
90s, 2000s, tape trading. Especially late 90s.
But if you think in the 90s, you had WWF, WCW, ECW in the last part of the decade.
Second half.
But in the 2000s, you had WWE
And TNA. Starting.
Start up TNA.
What, 02?
And then you had same thing, like you had Ring of Honor. You had some federation startup, but
PWG.
PWG. That was Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. It was, if you look at 2010s, that's when it was like all of a sudden back in the 80s. Now you had all these federations popping up. You had more to choose from, which we'll talk about in another couple episodes of our top 5 of the 20s. But the 2010s really opened up professional wrestling again, in our opinion. I mean, and that's why finally I think people are going to be like, oh shit, with our lineup on this one.
Yep.
So I know we go back and forth. I'm not sure who started last time, but
Up to you. You want me to go
All right,
first?
start number 5. Give me
Number 5. My number 5 from New Japan, one of their greatest champions ever, Kazuchika Okada.
Yes.
Now, granted, made his debut in the U.S. in the 2000s in TNA under a dumbass fucking gimmick.
Yep, it really was. It really was.
They didn't know what they had.
No.
They knew he was good, but they didn't know what the fuck they had.
Nope. They knew we had. I mean,
went back home.
Yep.
Honed his craft. Him and another guy that's probably on both of our lists.
He's my number 5. So
well, all right. We'll get to that in a minute. But just, I mean, if you want to look at top 10 matches of the decade that we're talking about,
yep,
the two guys him and I are talking about are involved solely in 3 of them.
Yes.
Of the top 10.
And they were.
And I'm not a Meltzer. Like, I don't want to be the asshole. Oh, fuck Dave Meltzer. I don't pay attention to the ratings.
No.
I'm just a fan of professional wrestling as a business and as an entity.
That's honestly it.
And 3 of the 10 best matches that were produced on planet fucking Earth that year were these 2 guys.
And they were in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And
so for that reason,
I'm okay with that.
Okada's my number 5.
And my number 5 is the guy
on the other side of the ring.
The other side is Kenny Omega. And why? Because
the BBM, Best Bout Machine.
Bullet Club, watching Kenny Omega, because Okada literally was a star as soon as he stepped into the ring besides in TNA. So Kenny Omega started.
Green Hornet
he was
bullshit.
Another New Japan guy. New Japan.
His fucking gimmick was literally
so
like
bad.
A bullshit Green Hornet knockoff. It was fucking embarrassing. Even then, the kid was one of like the 10 best wrestlers on earth, and they made him look like a fucking dipshit.
Exactly. Kenny started in Ring of Honor, and if you watch his late 2000s matches with Kevin Steen, a.k.a. Kevin Owens, Daniel Bryan, a.k.a. Bryan Danielson, who's on my list. We'll get to that later. Kenny Omega is the quintessential worked his way up. And the problem is in 2025, he had such great matches in the 2010s. He literally killed his body. Because if you watch like New Japan back in the 80s with Inoki, all these guys in New Japan, they wrestled the 90s. They wrestled
Kawada.
They wrestled, but they fought. Strong style. So that's the thing is with New Japan Pro Wrestling is like they're wrestling,
stiff.
But it's stiff. They're taking shots. And Kenny, some of his finishers, man, or someone he gave it, but he took it also. But he came up in the 2010s where he was New Japan junior heavyweight champion, tag team champion, U.S. champion. He did the work. He worked his way up. And even into the end of the decade, he still was one of the top 5 wrestlers in the world. So he's my number 5. This is going to be a fun list because we're going to be able to explain for everybody out there is WWF, WWE guy, you got to expand. To be a professional wrestling fan, you have to expand.
Gotta watch more shit.
Who's your number 4?
Mm-hmm. Here's the real oddball on the list.
Ooh.
MDK all fucking day. Nick Gage. King of the fucking deathmatch.
He's scary. I would not want to see
him. In that stretch, man, some of the matches, I mean, minus his prison stints and whatnot. The shit he actually did in the ring just
he is
brought that genre to the forefront.
Watching him sometimes, he definitely scared me a little bit.
Like, exactly. Like, that's a guy where you just believe, like, everything he does in the ring is legit. Like, nope, I'm going to gut the motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
and I think he tried to. It's kind of like, what's his name back in the 90s?
Ask David Arquette how it went with him.
That was bad, right? Almost killed him. Yeah, he was definitely scary one to watch. I mean, he's into the...
He was New Jack after New Jack.
New Jack, yeah, that's what I'm saying. New Jack almost killed him.
New Jack's was an honorable mention a couple decades back.
Yeah, but... Nick Gage, yeah, he's definitely, I mean...
Realest deal in the room.
Scary to watch. I'm okay with your number 4, because my number 4 would be higher if he didn't get injured and screw himself up. Oh, that's it.
Oh.
Yes.
He's higher on my list.
Bryan
Danielson,
a.k.a.
I'm not judging.
Daniel Bryan is my number 4. He's my number 4 because of how he started the decade with NXT, coming from Ring of Honor.
Coming out of our
the American Dragon?
Bryan Danielson.
So he had a rough go about what he did in one of the nicest that Matt missed WrestleMania. He was at 29.
I was
with Kane, tag team champs. I got to witness what he did at
29. We saw them against the Shield. It was.
Did they lose? I thought they took on. I thought they won. Him and Kane were the tag team champs then, and they won. That's when it was Team Hell.
No, you're right.
Team Hell No.
It was Sheamus, Show, and Orton against the Shield at 29. Shield. You're right.
But who did they beat? We're going to have to look that up. We should know because we're at 29, but we were there. But Bryan Danielson's...
It was also a lot of years ago.
It was.
A lot of years, a lot of beers.
And we're getting a lot of years and a lot of beers. It happens. A lot of some whiskey and,
pancake and bacon.
Pancakes and bacon. But his ascension to the top was amazing. I was lucky enough to witness WrestleMania 30. The crowd, when he made Batista tap out, he had some issues, some body issues, because he is another one that wrestled. He brought it. So even, at 31, he was out for a couple months with some concussion issues.
Exactly.
But he still, he didn't finish the decade. Did I say concussion or contussion?
First time or the second?
I think the second time.
Second time you got it right.
Concussion was the first. Concussion? Did I say concussion the first time?
The first time you did.
Damn pancake and freaking.
There we go. All right.
but he is
Kamikaze's next show.
Kamikaze's next show. That's fine. But he did. Jesus Christ. Speaking of Nate, did you see him that video? Oh man, he's still here though. God bless Nature Boy.
I can't. No, he's gotta make it to January fucking 2nd, bro. I can't do with another one this year.
No. You're right. I agree.
Too many.
So Daniel Bryan is my strong number 4. If he would have if he would have gone stronger throughout the year while being injured throughout that decade, he'd probably be higher. But he's my number 4.
I like it.
What do you got for Trace?
A guy you brought up, and I hadn't even really considered until you said it before we started shooting. Randall Orton.
Oh, Randall.
So goddamn good, dude.
He had a phenomenal year. He had a phenomenal year. He had a phenomenal decade.
He's had a phenomenal career, but the 2010s, the decade itself,
he's not
started off the legend killer gimmick.
Yeah, and he's not in mine. He's an honorable mention, and he's a strong number. Him and Shinsuke Nakamura, they're right there, but they didn't get it. I'm going to say this to everybody. I'm jumping ahead. John Cena, Shinsuke, Randall, Chris Jericho. You didn't make my list, but you're on that honorable mention list.
Wow, that was one I didn't even consider.
Yeah, same thing. Same thing on the 2000s, you know.
But no, Randy, just the progression and being able to play both sides of the coin as well as he could.
But still such a
tremendous heel, one of the greatest ever.
Tremendous.
But when he's a face and he gets the crowd behind him,
because he's got
it's hard not to cheer for him.
The thing is with him is I think at this point in his career, we love him being the cocky good guy. We love him being the asshole bad guy because he knows he's good. He's got the look. He literally
One of my favorite moments, it was when Jinder was still there, right at the end of 2010s.
Yep.
And when he dumped one of the Bollywood boys on the fucking announce table.
On his head.
And then he literally looked at the camera and he was like,
yeah, shouldn't have done that.
Like the facial he just gave, and it was like, ooh, that was my bad. Like, I might have just killed that kid.
He rotated him a little too much, and he laid it on his head. He's like, ooh, that probably hurt.
Yeah, like Randy just turned as he dropped, like, oh shit, I might have just hurt him.
But he is literally one of those guys that you would think he'd get in trouble. Like, he was complaining about something on Twitter, and he's like, I'm going to go bang my wife and go to bed. And literally, he said it. I'm like, yeah, he's like, I'm going to go bang my wife and go to bed.
A real dude.
Yeah, that's what he is. And that's why I felt like he's a real dude. And that's why he's like, he's great to love. He's the cocky good guy, but the hated bad guy. So he plays it very, very well. He really does.
That's why he's on my list. That's why he's my number 3.
And I apologize for him not being my list. My number 3.
You don't have to apologize.
My number 3 is your number 5. Okada's my number 3.
Okay.
I think what New Japan IWGP
we switched the two of them. It's kind of funny because he's my. Well, he's my 2.
I know. But he's my number 3 because of what he did in the IWGP World Title, which, by the way, I have in my collector case at home.
So nice.
Which is
such a pretty belt.
Which is 20 pounds.
It's such a pretty belt.
The version he had, the version 4, is by far one of the best looking belts.
Amazing
looking belts ever made. And that's
the one we all dreamed we were wearing when we were kids. I'm the pro wrestling champ.
No, but this
is my cool fucking belt. I
want that belt because they literally have on the side plates. They have everybody who held that belt. They have their name in it, and it's
like the Stanley Cup. Like super cool.
That's why that IWG. But Okada held that title for almost 2 years. The defenses he had were beating Inoki back in the '80s, but he's 6'3". 230
just the
pounds.
Dudes he had to go through.
And he went through, and the thing is...
Tanahashi. Shibata. Bro.
We could go on and on. Like
if you've never seen the Shibata headbutt on Okada
Lord.
That almost ended Shibata's career, please go on YouTube and type in Katsuyori Shibata headbutt.
Yep.
You're going to hear a man smash his skull into another dude's head on the boom mic.
Yes.
And the only thing you hear is the thud, not the fucking crowd. You hear 2 human skulls collide, and Shibata stands up and he's bleeding from the top of his forehead and ended up giving himself a brain hemorrhage. Like, dude almost died.
Died from being a professional
from
wrestler.
Throwing a headbutt.
Yep. Okada
took it like a fucking champ.
Okada's, if you you wrestling fans out there, you need to go to 2010. And I said already, honorable mention, Shinsuke Nakamura in New Japan. Mike Buffumi hated... When Shinsuke came to NXT, I told Pafumi because at that point where I was living in Groton, I had Access TV. So I had New Japan Pro Wrestling for an hour on Friday nights.
Access.
Access
Yes!
TV. And they had
So
it.
good.
And Shinsuke, AJ Styles. It was
Bullet
nuts.
Club.
Bullet Club.
Prince Devitt.
You couldn't
Oh, we might know that
who's
guy.
that, Finn Balor?
Hey.
You couldn't beat Shinsuke because Shinsuke he would literally get the shit kicked out of him. Hit
Bomaye.
game over. So Okada,
Bomaye.
my number 3. Who's yours? Are you on 3? You're on 3, right?
I'm on 2
Who you got for 2?
because I was first.
Thank you.
My 2, you mentioned a little earlier. Yes Movement, towards the end of the decade.
We were there.
The beginning, it was ROH.
Yeah,
Beginning
it
of
was.
2010s, end of his ROH run
Yep.
as he got into WWE.
American Dragon, Danielson.
Already,
Brian
at that
Danielson and
point, he
Daniel
was already
Bryan.
one of the best wrestlers on earth.
Yep.
And
And WWE didn't know that because he was too short. Remember that? B+ player.
the bullshit they fucking made that kid go through
Mhm.
and where he ended the decade,
I know.
almost untouchable.
Yeah.
That's why he's my number 2.
Yeah. Listen, the way and it's the truth. Like when Stephanie came out and Triple H came out, you're like, what are you, 5'8"? And we didn't. I remember me being in that age. I'm like, oh, they're really like making fun of him because he's
Taking
short.
a shot at this
They're taking a shot.
motherfucker.
What are you, 5'8", 200 pounds? You can't be the face of WWE.
Fuck, I
Realizing
can't.
that now, like 10 years later, when I'm like, oh man, that's really like how it was. And I was my young mind, even 10 years
That
ago.
was Vince too. Like a lot of it was Vince.
He wanted. The thing is our boy.
he wanted the Hulk.
Our boy,
Yeah.
he wanted someone built like Hulk. He wanted someone 6'2", 6'3", humongous.
Meanwhile,
jacked
Jimmy
up.
Crockett, much smarter guy.
Wanted that guy,
I want a better wrestler.
which we got, and that's what Brian Daniels.
Woo!
I like your number 2. You know who my number 2 is?
I don't.
Hit the music. Oh, the music is not on. The phenomenal
Hey.
AJ Styles.
The face that runs the
The
place.
So if you think about the decade,
one of my mentions.
the decade he had,
He had a good one.
started off in 2010. He was
Still in
the
TNA.
TNA World Champion.
He was,
gonna get-
that's
he was
right.
going to get a pay cut. He left and went all to the Indies. He
New
won
Japan.
IWGP title. He
Gaijin.
really had. That's what I'm saying. Like he really ran wild. And by the end of when he got to 2016, he made that Royal Rumble appearance. He was a year
They
WWE
don't want
champion.
none. They don't want none.
AJ Styles is my strong number 2.
Oh, and he hit number 3 too. Like they hit us with him right away. First
He came out.
entrant
He came out
after the start.
And he literally, after all these years, he wasn't sure if the WWE crowd was going to know it. That crowd
They
popped.
fucking knew exactly who he was.
Roman Reigns trying to pretend at that point where he's like, oh, who is this? That's my number 2. And I really don't, AJ is not my number 2 because that decade, TNA, IWGP, the independents, he won independent titles, and then boom, WWE.
So now we're down to our number 1s.
Yeah, and I think,
You know who mine is.
I'm pretty sure we're the same.
I don't think we have the same.
Are you sure? Okay. I'm going to let you go.
Here comes the pain.
That's my number 1.
Then we were right. Hard not to,
Hey,
bro. Like
Brock
he had to be on one of these lists. The dude's
Brock-
fucking
No, Brock
dominant.
Lesnar was by far, and I know
He would have been in
talked
the 2000s, but
he
it was
stayed.
such a short stint, like you said.
But from
And then
2012,
the big gap.
from 2012 to 2020, he literally dominated.
Suplex City,
City,
bitch.
And the thing is like with
So good.
Brock, he finally showed like, all right,
It's like he didn't know the camera was on him, but he knew that camera was on him, and
When
it
he
just
did that
caught that
WrestleMania
moment. It
31
was like,
Suplex City,
damn
bitch.
it!
he
Like, how are you that good?
he dominated. He put people over when he needed to. But he
Once in a great
once in a while,
while,
he put them over when they were
when they were
worthy.
there.
But when he showed up from the UFC, and he just was like that, he's gonna fuck people up.
Terminator.
Oh my god!
I'm an ass kicker. And then he did. That match with Cena at SummerSlam.
My god! I mean, here's the thing:
Whew.
is he?
Speaking of guys on the top 5, John's got to be there. I mean, it was already the end, like we were talking about earlier. But
He's not.
here's Brock just.
Demolished him, and he did it on purpose. And Vince and everybody, and I think John knew too. He's like, I'm going to do this. The thing is with John, it's the same thing as like a
Business.
business. He knew
Businessman.
what was right because he's getting paid. And the thing is like I
Check's
think
coming.
the check's coming.
Win, lose, or draw. I'm getting paid.
He's getting paid, and he's still going to be a way over guy.
Right.
and putting over Brock the way he did. Brock, because the thing is like we all know is like back in the 80s, they always said like there was a picture of Hogan and him. If Brock was a real wrestler, he's beating Hogan in the 80s.
All day.
All day. And I'm saying that like Brock went to college. He's like Kurt Angle.
NCAA Division I champion.
He will wrestle you, but then he will wrestle you. And I think the same thing with Angle.
Oh, and by the way, then he went to mixed martial arts, i.e. the UFC, and won their heavyweight belt.
So Brock, I'm glad we both
Which is a pretty fair assessment of who the toughest guy walking the fucking planet is.
He won the heavyweight title. He's not a lightweight. He won the heavyweight title.
Yeah, he's not Sean O'Malley at 145 pounds. I can snipe you with a couple of shots.
No. And I mean, Brock.
Sean O'Malley's going to punch Brock Lesnar in the face, and Brock's probably going to chew his fist and then tear his limbs off.
And the thing is he left because he had a legit issue. Like, you're right. You can go into WWE and
you don't have to fight down to a limit. You don't have to.
You don't have to take a kidney shot.
You don't have to keep getting down to 265 to fight.
And that intestine shot that's going to take you out. You're not going to get that in WWE.
We
all understand that. We don't have to.
You can run at 330 if you want. You don't have to keep shredding weight and putting your body through the up and down and the bullshit of it.
I think our list was pretty legit, though.
I like it. A lot of guys.
I mean, we've got a
few honorable mentions, like we said. John Cena, clearly on both of ours.
Jericho, Shinsuke,
Y2J.
I mean,
another one.
Yeah, and Randy. My list, Randy was an honorable mention. He was right there, but there was a lot of number 6s that could have been.
I didn't have Omega. He was going to be on my list. Yep. He probably should have been.
You had Randy. I had
Randy Orton.
But he could have a lot of guys in our top 5.
Five's tough. Yeah. 5 and 10. I mean, you can switch
a couple people around,
move them up and down here and there.
Yeah.
It's funny we both landed on Brock, though, as number 1.
We had nothing. Listen, Brock, we'll give you cheers. We have nothing but a good thing to say. We don't want to take a Suplex City. Roman Reigns.
We have a naked picture of your wife under the table.
Exactly. Whoa. Roman Reigns,
might be on set next time you see us.
Roman was another honorable mention because he started.
Shout out Jeremiah Lamoth.
Oh, Lamoth. Woo.
We might have a naked picture of Brock's wife on set next week.
And signed. It's all right. We're good. So, episode 39. We're almost at episode 40. It's fucking nuts.
Next time you guys see us,
we'll be episode 40. My God. I mean, we appreciate you.
Almost a full year.
We're almost there. I mean, as always, like, subscribe, share.
Please.
Quiet Corner TV.
YouTube. Quiet Corner TV. As we just said it. QUIET. CORNER. TV. Period. That's it.
I'm Mike Moran.
I'm Dumont.
The monster.
First name Matt.
We're making things happen. We appreciate you as always because this is where wrestling fans come to be wrestling fans.
Listen to us bullshit about wrestling.
The number 1 podcast in all of Northeastern Connecticut. Acknowledge us.
Acknowledge us. Till next time.
Too sweet.
See you later.
Real American.
Mm-hmm.